Luke Stevenson! Here we go, on the line!
Hey guys, how's it going? You alright?
Yeah!
Good stuff, good stuff. It's Tresemme, by the way. That's how I managed to keep it so soft and strong all the time. That's my secret. Philip Garrido should be getting brought to trial this year. Those of you aren't sure who that is, Philip Garrido was that guy in America who kidnapped that young girl, J.C. Lagarde. He got arrested last year for it. It's a really awful story. Like, kidnapped when she was about 11, imprisoned her for about 18 years, raped her and ended up fathering two of their kids. Now, like everyone else, when I first heard that, I was sort of mortified because you can't even begin to understand the mindset of something like that. But then I thought, well, how did he act at work the day news Joseph Fritzl broke? Imagine going to work the next day and they're like, you alright guys? You alright Phil, you heard about Joseph Fritzl? Who's Joseph Fritzl? Joseph Fritzl is this guy in Austria, right? He's imprisoned his 18-year-old daughter for 24 years, raped her every day, and ended up fathering like 7 of her kids. It's terrible, isn't it? Can you begin to understand the mindset of something like that? It's bad, isn't it? Yeah, quite bad. I mean, could you do anything like that? No? Well, just a bastard. But what do you do with guys like that? I mean, some people would argue that life in prison isn't enough. They forfeit their right to live in a civilised society. These thoughts were recently echoed by Katie Price, aka Jordan, when she said that the death penalty was great and that rapists should be raped. Nice. Two problems with that, right? If rapists need to be raped, right? If you're raping a rapist, then you yourself have become a rapist. So then you need to be raped, and then that person needs to be raped, and then it creates more problems than it actually solves, right? I mean, the only way you can kind of get round it is if you had someone who's sort of state appointed to do it, but like, if that's your job, right? Like, imagine the burden you'd carry around with you day to day. You wouldn't be able to live a normal life. I mean, girls, picture the scene, right? You're in this club, chatting to this guy, handsome, funny, good looking, you're getting on brilliantly. So what do you do for a living? What, me? Justice rapist? That deserves more. Yeah, I mean, again, she also said that the death penalty was great. Now, I'm opposed to the death penalty. I think if Joseph Fritzl was found guilty, if we just executed him, we've missed our opportunity to understand his psyche, right? And I think that's important. Like, if I had my way, I'd get Joseph Fritzl, put him in a room, sit him down in a little chair, and I'd be inquisitive. I'd ask him questions. I'd be like, look, you imprisoned your daughter for a period of 24 years, right? It's reported that in that time you raped her 3,000 times. That's loads, isn't it? Right? That averages out as 125 times a year. That averages out to 2.5 times a week. I've been with my girlfriend 5 years and I've sex once a week. What was your secret? I love that joke. Normally goes, ooh, people think that's not funny, that's just awful. But death is something that, death is something that comes to us thought, which is quite a morbid thought. Well, then again, it's not morbid. Some people believe in an afterlife, they believe in heaven and earth. Why? Have you pissed yourself?
No, I spilled my drink.
It looks like you pissed yourself. I'm going with my one.
I wish I spilled it near my knees. It looks like
yeah, I wish you'd shut the fuck up, but That applause was for me, by the way.
I'm aware.
Yeah, as I was saying, some people believe in an afterlife, they believe in a heaven and a hell, particularly Catholics. I had 13 years of Catholic schooling, so I was brought up to believe that. I don't believe that now. But the Pope, the head of the Catholic Church, is actually due to come to this country this year, which I think a lot of Catholics are excited about. For those who aren't sure about the Pope and what he thinks, he believes that homosexuals are immoral. He rejected the use of condoms in Africa to tackle the HIV/AIDS epidemic out there. And he said they should really deal with that problem through fidelity and abstinence. Even though that 60% of the 40 million HIV sufferers live in sub-Saharan Africa. He's against the use of embryos in stem cell research, even though that can give us an insight to solving diseases like cancer and AIDS. He's against abortion in all circumstances, regardless of if women have been raped. He says children are a gift. When he said that, though, I assumed that he meant children are a gift for priests, because in the 1990s, when he was in charge of investigating child abuse cases in the church, he was told that a priest in America called Father Lawrence was sexually abusing 200 deaf boys. They didn't do a thing about it. And also, he used to throw stones at Jews during the Holocaust. is it just me, or does anyone else think the Pope is a cunt? I thought that would get a really big laugh. I've been Luke Stephen. That's my time. Thanks very much, guys.
Show your appreciation for Luke Stephen over there.